Hey everybody, Brian from Variable Traders here. It's Wednesday, June 23rd. We're more than halfway through the week here, so this is the midweek video. Just take a look at where we've been so far this week and where we're going for the rest of the week here. It's been an interesting week so far. Some new highs put in by a few of the indexes. So let's do a little deep dive here and see where we might be going for the rest of the week. Okay, so before we get things going here, I always like to get in a plug for my book on Amazon, How to Swing Trade. If you haven't checked it out yet, it's there for the taking. So let's get down and start looking at the price action we've had this week so far. And as always, like to start out looking at these yields on the longer term dated treasuries. And 10 years always one we look at. And you can see here, we are definitely in a bit of a downtrend and just chopping around this 1.5 level. As long as interest rates stay sort of in this level, I think the growth stocks are probably going to be more in play than some of the, let's just say, the value trade. With value trade was really catching on up here in this area, and now since we pulled back, money has started to rotate back into the growth sector, tech sector primarily. And as always, like to look at the transports because they tend to lead the Dow. And you can see here we've had, double top here, lower high here, and a real sell-off over the course of June and going into the latter week or so. And the volume's really just dropping off, but you can see here, big sell-off. Bit of a bounce here, so I'm just wondering if this is an ABCD pattern, ABCD, and then we're going to continue to head lower, or if we're just going to find a level here. So this is rest of the week will kind of be a tell as to where transports are going to go. Again, the Dow sort of as I said, just sort of follows the transports. We've done this, pulled this drop, and now we've had this bounce back over the last pretty vicious rally back on Monday, and now we've had 2 days of pretty much no direction. We were down about 0.21% on the Dow today, marginally. You can see the volume really dropping off on these indexes as we get into the summer months. Again, low volume on the IWM, and again kind of a sell-off, a pop back up, and again maybe a ABCD pattern. Maybe we continue lower. Maybe again with the IWM, we just seem to be trading in a price range here, consolidating. And the Qs probably had the best day of all. They were just up marginally. Again, money seems to be rotating back into this as interest rates have dropped back down. And again, really low volume day today on the Qs. Again, not surprising as we head into the summer months. The SPY again tried to test all-time high and kind of got rejected there, ended up down on the day marginally. Again, volume pretty light. So same story. The dollar really took a rip there after the comments from the Fed. And now we've had a bit of a pullback after this really I guess it's not sustainable. This kind of a move really isn't sustainable. I expect a bit of a pullback here. So I guess the question is, where do we go from here? Again, this pullback, is it an ABCD move, or is it just a sort of a relief rally after this sell-off? I suspect we're going to be in this range on the dollar, which isn't going to help material stocks in the gold and silver trade. Volume was up a little bit today compared to the other 2 days. And the VIX, despite the price action today, a little bit of losses on some of the indexes, marginal gain with the Qs. The VIX again just right back down at this level here. We're at the low. So again, not a lot of fear in the market on any kind of a big sell-off. Again, I think it's sort of the TINA trade is there. It's like there's with the interest rates where they are, there's just no other alternative for money. So any sell-offs are going to be bought, any big sell-offs, and I don't see any big catalysts. We've got a little while before we're going to get back into the thick of earnings season. You'll have a little bit of earnings rolling along here, but again, it's nothing. I don't see anything really big that's going to push us to new highs on a lot of these indexes. Any kind of surprise moves on the interest rate front will obviously drive the market, so we'll be keeping an eye on that. So let's take a look at some of the actives, because I did pick up some stocks this week. Airbnb still holding on to that. BTX, I bought some today. Nice little breakout here. I've been watching that. That was on the weekend watch list. Waiting for a breakout here of this. It's not really a cup and handle. It's more like a handle and cup. But anyway, it looks like we're getting some movement here. We got a little bit more volume coming in, so I'll be watching that as the week closes out here. Hopefully, and you can see RSI heading up. Hopefully, we'll get pop back up there. DBC, we had a nice move on Monday. Picked up a few shares of the commodity ETF. Again, this was on my watch list from the weekend. Picked up some Ford again. I was long some calls from way back here, long dated calls into 2022. This has had this pullback, and now I'm long again on the long dated calls. ICLN, still have some shares in that. Still short a little bit of Playboy, but I've taken some off when it was down here, where I expected there would be some support right at this level, and still short a little bit there. Well, Willow's been kind of a disappointment selling off here, but I think the marijuana stocks in general have been a little bit lackluster. So still holding on to that one. Let's take a look at what we've got on the watch list. Etsy, I had Etsy from the weekend. I didn't take a trade on it yet, but it looks like it's starting to break out here. We'll be keeping an eye on that one tomorrow. Again, not great volume on it on this breakout, but keeping an eye on that. Fastly, not really doing much of anything here. Still looking for a breakout above, I would say, this 59 level, 59 to 60 level will be an area. Again, we've filled the gap here, and now we're just consolidating. But again, you can see here a nice ascending triangle. Keeping an eye on gold and silver, but again, down day because the dollar was up, and gold just can't seem to catch a bid here. Jared in the room, one of our moderators, pointed this one out to me, so I was looking at this one. Kind of looks interesting. It's finding a bottom. This is actually a cannabis ETF in the States. So looking at that one, I'll be keeping an eye on that one tomorrow. We'll see if it gives a little bit of a pullback to get an opportunity to get a small entry there. Plug had a nice move, but I missed out on that one on Tuesday. Sava, I caught Monday. We got a nice run up, sold some when it got up to an area where I thought there was going to be resistance right around the 90, and it pulled back and I had to sell the rest because it just didn't hold. Snap is looking very interesting. It's breaking out here from this 65 level, sort of 64.50 level. Had a nice breakout today, so I'll be watching that one tomorrow on volume. Could be good for a run up to 70. Sorry about that. Sophie, nothing, no trade here. Just waiting for a breakout. Didn't happen. Got the alert set. If it fires off, we'll watch it again. We'll look at it again. Again, Trip, nothing, not really doing much of anything, unfortunately. And oil up again today, but a sell-off. We did finish higher on the day, but well off the high of the day. And X, again, this infrastructure bill that's supposed to be passed is still struggling through the political system. So waiting for that to happen, but it's until then. I think we're kind of stuck here on any of the infrastructure plays. So that's the watch list. Let's just take a quick look at what the futures are doing right now. We're up 100 points on the Dow. So Dow's coming back here tonight. up 38 points or so, 39 points on NASDAQ. Russell up a little. Everything's in the green right now. Most of the commodities. Gold is down again here, $9.50. Silver down, 3/4 of a percentage point. So again, seems to be a challenge getting going here. And on the treasuries, it looks like they're all up a little bit here. So we, again, just keeping an eye on those, seeing where they go, and that will dictate where money rotates into and rotates out of. So anyway, that's it. We'll see you all in the Bear Bull Trading Room live on YouTube in the morning at 8 o'clock with Jared doing engineering the markets, and then 8:30 Norman Carlos will take you through the pre-market show. Again, live on YouTube, and then we will be trading the market open at 9:30 as usual. Hopefully we'll see you all then. Have a great rest of the evening, or we'll see you later. Bye for now.